What it do, beautiful people? I'm coming to you just in an attempt to share. I want to share a serious feedback about co-parenting, and I want to specifically concentrate on the women. My sisters, I think it is insane the way you all carry on in co-parented relationships. I have experienced in many years through my mediation of couples who are going through separation and they have children involved. And the way that the women carry on, in my experience, has been absurd. I mean, just nasty. And I understand you're bitter. You're bitter because your child does not have the family structure that you all may dream of having. And I go from, in this conversation, from personal experience because I co-parented my child with my son's father. I co-parented. And it was a great experience. It was not peaches and cream. We had our seasons. But ultimately, if I had to do it again, I'll do it again the same way we did. We found a way to make sure that we carried on positively in a manner that reflected the woman and the man image that we wanted our child to be able to see, so he could understand that growing up as a young man and look to carry that out in his life. But the women I have heard, the names, the bickering, the silly text messages, the social media posts about what this dude ain't doing. Your time to come get the child. You can't get your child. Want to control this parent on how he can parent his child. It's insane. Go and get you some mental help. There's some therapists out there that can help you, and there's a lot of them that deal with free, services. If you guys are not with the finances to be able to have insurance to carry it, I know you guys can qualify for Medicaid. Please go get some therapy, ladies, because it's insane what I have seen. I feel sorry for children who have to deal with that experience, having crazy, ignorant, acting mothers. I really think it's insane. I think a lot of times we always throw up under, I see it often, we throw the man under the bus, but it's not always his issues. It takes two to tangle. So the relationship was a reflection of you and him. Get yourselves together because this earth needs you in your right mind in order for us to be able to continue to lead the next civilizations throughout generations to come. We are the bearers and the foundation and the nurturers of all civilization. It starts and ends with us. And it's our responsibility to get it right. I hold you ladies accountable to take initiative to get yourselves together regarding the way you feel about whatever happened in the relationship you had. It is over, and it's the most important thing right now is that child well-being is taken care of equally amongst you two. And I don't even understand sometimes where women get off on, like, this dude's supposed to take care of your rent and your daggone utilities. Now, we know, let's keep it real. If you did not have a child, you'll still have to pay your rent and pay your utility bills. It is not his responsibility to do that. That is your responsibility to take care of yourself. Now, when it comes to the emotional, the spiritual, physical, and the emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, and the financial burdens of that child, that is considered 50-50. 50-50 now. That does not mean, whenever you say this man need to do something is when he need to do something. Learn how to communicate in a more positive manner. Work on it. It's not always like easy. Ain't nothing worth having gonna be easy. But if you want to have a positive relationship so that child can have an experience of seeing that, then I expect you ladies to evaluate yourselves so that you can be able to have that positive relationship you want your child to see amongst you and the child's father. I want to give a tip tonight before I leave to you brothers. If you all are having an experience, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not really 100% fan of child support services. I don't like the way the judicial system analyzes the way that the financial orders are set. But I do agree that all parties should take 50-50 accountability financially for the child and emotionally, physically, spiritually for that child. But I do think that sometimes those orders are just tumultuous, just insane. So brothers, if you guys need some help, just a tip is that you guys can go to the child support office in which gave you that order. Go to the office physically and go and set an appointment for you to have what the process is called a remodification of your child support order. You can have that order remodified and that amount can be changed. So request that change so that it can reflect an amount that will not be burdensome to you and an amount that is absolutely fair, because the court's going to make sure it's fair for that child. And so that the mother and you carry the burden equally. So if you all do need to change those orders, please go down and take the initiative to do that. Do not sit around and complain to your buddies and complain to your children's mother the amount that the child support office took that you didn't say nothing about. Okay? So take responsibility as well, brothers. But I want to concentrate this conversation particularly to my sisters. Take responsibility to the for the way that you hold the relationship of co-parenting. You too hold a responsibility on how that relationship where it has actually grown to. Think about the child, because that child just want to see his or her father. That's it. They don't know nothing about that father the way you do, because that's your experience with that father. All that child sees is that's my daddy. That's it. Understand that. If it's something that child need to see amongst that father regarding his character, nothing in the dark stays in the dark. It'll come to the light, and the child will be able to assess that on its own, not your perception and your projection of that father for that child. No, that's not fair. And it's very dysfunctional. And you're supposed to be the responsible party of the well-being of the child. And that's not responsible. So sisters, check yourself. Check yourself seriously. And I hope and I pray and I put out good positive energy towards all the sisters that's taken the time to share and listen to this message. I put positive energies out for you all to be able to have a more loving and positive experience with your co-parent. Please do not forget to share, like, and comment. I would love to hear feedback. And if you guys have any topics that you want to discuss, ladies and gentlemen, regarding the responsibility and accountability we don't cover with the women, because we do push the men under the bus often. Right now, I want to take a concentration in holding my sisters accountable for the things we do on this planet that need to be checked as well. Because remember, we are the barriers and the matriarchs, the nurturers, and the creators of society, of civilizations. So you do know, ladies, that the standard is set and it ends with us. Until next time, you all have peace within your lives. Love on yourselves, sisters. Love on those around you. Because whatever and however you feel about yourself is reflected amongst the environment around you, ladies. That's how much power you have. I love you all. I'll talk to you all next week. Good night.